another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense will get the first crack at it here. Guys, this rivalry has been intense, and over the years, there's always a back and forth with these offenses.
And they live so close near each other in proximity, obviously. They go to the same high schools. They visit the same school, Jesse. This game always means a lot.
Yeah, look, it's Boomer, Sooner, and Hook'em, right? This is one of the best rivalry games in all of college football. There's just always a different energy when these two teams meet.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. The run to the right. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. And the Sooners want to move quickly. And for a full year, the Longhorns have had to think about how they just got blown back down I-35 in that game last year, David.
And heard it from their coaches all week long about the beatdown. They talk about how much they got beat by, how they didn't play well, what they're going to do to them again, Jesse. They've heard it plenty.
Well, they've been waiting all year to try and resurrect those demons, guys, but that's the great thing about rivalry games. You're always going to get another opportunity the next year, so I can't wait to see how Texas responds in this one.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of that.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Castellanos. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Castellanos. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Coming after him. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And
fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First down for this offense. He wants to throw. He's right on target. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown Sooners! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. This one's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, now down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Got the back over the middle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But
and that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. Just trucks through it. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Going up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They started this drive in great field position, now needing to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Davis. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Give to the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the... Start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. The aerial assault continues. Caught near the sticks. It's Woollyhead. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Woollyhead. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked.
Fires the pass, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's open. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Trying to surprise him with the pass. That's caught. It's Castellanos. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes his connection. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Blasted as he lets it go. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's... Defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out quickly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He's going to pass. Unloads to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's second and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Castellanos. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes a connection. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to pass it on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Well, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Wide out in motion. They'll ride Davis here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He wants to throw here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Castellanos. Oh, there's the ball. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's back to throw on second down. Right on target this time. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll just keep slinging it. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. On second down, he'll let it fly. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He's looking to pass. Steps away. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Longhorns in the hurry up. And he'll be brought down. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They're bringing heat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same play.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The give out of the gun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to see the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to Davis. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
They're trying to get to him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the comeback is on. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Motion from the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He's going for it all. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Davis. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Sooners hit it quickly to the line.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They keep attacking through the air. Fires it incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Weaver. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Weaver. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this one for the lead in the waning moments. Smashes it between the uprights. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to get.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Brings it down on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. This rivalry is always full of passion. It brings out the best in both teams, but today, Oklahoma a little bit better, David.
Yeah, it's hard to handle all the hype of the Red River rivalry. And Oklahoma did an unbelievable job coming out the gates, handling it, putting hook'em horns where they belong, behind OU.
Yeah, you know, and this is a game that not just these players, but I think fans of college football in general circle